Hi, I'm Denise with Lighten Up Amputee. Thank you for joining me today. Today is a tough morning. For those of you who have watched or haven't watched, let me give you a quick recap. I was diagnosed with synovial sarcoma in 2016. I had a tumor in my right foot. It was not caught. It was taken out in what's called an oops surgery. Once I was diagnosed, I had 4 rounds of chemo. 2 of those rounds were inpatient. And then I had a below-the-knee amputation in 2018, a right leg below-the-knee amputation. And then in that summer of 2018, I found out that it had spread to my lungs. And by that next January, I had 50 plus nodules in my lungs. And they started me on a study at UCLA, taking a drug called enlotinib, which is a targeted treatment that goes straight to the tumors to try to cut off basically any nutrients to them. And it's been really successful for the last year and a half until now. I'm at UCLA. I'm gonna cry, so bear with me. I'm at UCLA Oncology for my usual 3-month scan, check-in, my EKG, my blood work. And I had an intuition that this day would come, and honestly, I mean, whenever you have cancer and it's scan time, no matter how positive you are, you know, like every time there's a scan, that as optimistic as you want to be, you know, cancer's a funny thing, and you just don't know what, you know, you just always wonder, when is that moment gonna come when the news isn't so good? So here's the good news. The good news is, so I've been on the study for a year and a half, and that is a longer run than most people get. A year and a half on the drug enlotinib, which is a targeted treatment that went after the tumors in my lungs. The reason that I'm upset is the bad news is that I have been officially kicked off the study as of today. I flunked out. This scan showed some growth on the target nodules, about 3 to 4 millimeter growth, but in the scope of things in a year, it's almost doubled in size. So it's time for us to look for other options. Tough pill to swallow in some ways. It was such honestly, a gift to have had the last year and a half of calm, honestly. It was 3 years ago this week that I was diagnosed with synovial sarcoma, and it's been a wild ride. So to have a year and a half of relative calm compared to the first year and a half, it's been wonderful. So I'm super grateful. The next steps are that I will come back to UCLA next week to really think about my options. So my options are as such. I can go on a medicine called Votrient, which is another targeted treatment. It could, you know, keep things from growing for a couple months to a year. They don't know. But it just kind of does what the enlotinib did, which is just kind of keep it at bay. I could have radiation on the 2 larger nodules and then surgically remove them, and continue to take Votrient to keep all the rest of the nodules at bay. So remember, I have 50 plus nodules throughout my lungs, but it's the 2 largest ones that are, of course, growing concern. They measure about 1 centimeter to 1.5 centimeters. smaller on the scale, and the doctor says that's why now is the time to really look at my options while I'm healthy and can handle, you know, these treatments. And then it's kind of ironic, right? Healthy. I have cancer, but I'm healthy. And the best option for me, I think, is a T-cell therapy study. And in that study, it's much like bone marrow transplant. I would be in the hospital for a month. Chemotherapy would be given to me to strip my immune system down. I'd lose my hair again. I've been through that. And I would have a chance of it actually curing my cancer if it works. So it'd be a month. It'd be very intensive. Of course, as a mom, just kind of concerned about that, but and you know what my kids will go through. But we're strong as a family, and we've been through a lot. And the chance of the possibility that it could work and it could kill some or all of the cancer is, of course, wonderful to think about. So they're testing all my blood to make sure genetically I have all the markers for the study. So I have a week to kind of think about everything. Next Tuesday, I'll come back to UCLA Oncology and meet with Dr. Singh. I kind of knew when I got here and saw him in the elevator, I could tell, you know, when a doctor knows they're going to be giving you bad news today. You can just tell the vibe is different. And, wow, you're never really fully prepared. You know it's possibly coming, but you're never fully prepared. So I'll just have a good cry today. And, again, it's part of this cancer journey that I know I'm on. And you have those moments. And I know I have a lot of support around me, and thank you everyone for all your prayers and your love and support. I really appreciate it. And I'll be okay. I just need to sit with where I'm at and what I have ahead of me. So all I know is, like most of you parents out there, you know, you want to live to see your kids graduate high school and stuff. I have one more to get through high school, and I'd consider that pretty amazing if I could even just get through 3 more years. But however long God wants me here, so hopefully I'm here for a while. I have a lot of fight in me, you all know that, and yeah, I'm gonna give it my all. So this is where I'm at. Just deep in thought and emotions, and it's all good. It's where it's where I've been brought to, and I have options. So thank you for listening. Sorry for this long rant this morning, but I know that you're all praying for me and wanting to know where things are at, and wanted to share today's news. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you, and I'll keep you posted. Thanks.